So now Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy getting ready to rein in federal spending, they say. The billionaires are set to meet with Republican lawmakers tomorrow to talk about plans for the Department of Government Efficiency, also known as DOGE. David Ulevitch leads the Andreessen Horowitz American Dynamism Fund, and he's with us now. Nice to see you. Good morning to you, David. Thanks for your time. Listen to Joni Ernst, Republican senator from Iowa. She's going to help lead the meeting tomorrow. Said this 2 days ago.
We have a lot of waste that exists in the federal government, and that's why I'm so excited that after 10 years of working on government waste and abuse, we finally have a dedicated department now within the incoming administration to work on this waste and make sure that we are protecting our American taxpayer dollars.
So for those who are cheering this idea, that's on the Senate side. On the House side, yes, Speaker Johnson said, I'm on board too. So my question to you is it really finally going to happen?
Well, I sure hope so. And you have to remember the DOGE, if you're following the DOGE on X, they're posting about all these opportunities to cut spending. And those are great, but that's not just the only definition of efficiency. There's all these calcified and bureaucratic government institutions, and they need to figure out ways to basically make things more efficient, make things, processes simpler. You know, if you've had to do business with the government, it is painful. So they should be building an army of software engineers, and we know that they're doing this, to go into these different places and make things better. We know that they're calling software engineers in Silicon Valley and asking them to come join the government to fix things. You know, my view is we know how much our taxes are, we know how much we're owed or what our refund should be. Why don't I get a text message that says just press 1 to confirm, deposit the money? Why go through the rigmarole? But that's because we need people writing software in the government and making things more efficient.
And so
I'm a believer.
You're a believer, and also you have people on your team that they're trying to take to work at DOGE, and I'm sure that you hate to see them go, but also maybe encourage them to do that. One of the things that you had said before, which I think is great, is something that the National Review wrote also. Here's call for it too. DOGE brings the X factor and will be successful. Elon Musk is making government reform cool again. Just a few years ago, there were employees at Google who said, we don't want to work with the United States anymore. We do not want to work with the Pentagon. We don't want to work for the Defense Department. That's changing, and that is encouraging. What do you hear?
Yeah, well, I think the Project Maven issue at Google was a catalyzing moment for a lot of engineers. They want to support American dynamism in this country. They want to support making sure that this is the safest country, the best country with the best capabilities. And we're at a transformational moment with AI where we can incorporate new technologies to actually make things better and make things more efficient. So there's a lot of engineers out there that instead of optimizing ad clicks, they'd rather go build for this country, whether it's their own companies in the true capitalist stream of entrepreneurship or joining the government to make things better.
I don't know what's the low-hanging fruit that you think? Well, what's the obvious that Republicans and Democrats can both say, let's do that?
Well, I think there's a whole bunch of opportunities. I mean, we have to rebuild our defense industrial base. We know that defense is the thing that allows us to project our superiority around the world, and that's an incredible deterrent. We've seen over the last few years that that deterrent, the gap that we have is narrowing. So there's a lot of people out there that want to build better defense products using new technology, new capabilities. But I'm sure when you have outsiders coming in, like Elon, like Vivek, and they're looking at all these different administrative bureaucracies across the government, they're going to find a whole bunch of low-hanging fruit. In fact, it might all be low-hanging fruit.
And we'll they're going to be looking for some low-hanging fruit. I think we can show a picture. Like, so on the Hill, they're not wasting time. Mike Johnson is addressing his conference now. This is on the Republican side of things. And as Bill said, he said that he's on board. Yep. And this also was from a student in the Wall Street Journal today about AI and the automation of work, saying that AI has the power to either turn Gen Z workers into productivity powerhouses or render them obsolete. The difference lies in how responsibly we use it. The choice is clear. AI must empower, not replace. Is that something that DOGE would work on, or even bigger picture for you that you think about humans and working and what young people should be trying to do so that they don't find themselves without a job?
There's just so many opportunities where I think new jobs will be created, and there's so many problems we have today that AI will help solve. Take 911, for instance. When people call 911, if they don't speak English, they have to go wait to find an operator who speaks their language. AI can do real-time translation. We should have that rolled across the country. That's just one aspect of public safety and a huge sea of public safety opportunities. The same is true in defense. The same is true in energy, in manufacturing, in industrials, in material sciences. So I think there's going to be no shortage of jobs for people to do. do. Now, not everyone might have to go get that expensive 4-year degree. They might go and get manufacturing jobs, advanced manufacturing jobs that pay well and are really satisfying with great work-life balance. And AI is not going to replace a lot of those jobs. But I think you're going to see, like any technological revolution, it will create more jobs and more demand.
Well, there's an expiration date on this, by the way. It's July 4th, 2026. So, like, in the interest of keeping Washington small, they're off on the right start when it comes to saying
move
that
fast.
milk carton is going to expire. So
That's right, move fast.
Yeah, David, great to see you again.
Thank you for being here on our show.
Thanks for having me.